Hey guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to Too Blessed. Today I wanted to share with you an idea that you could use for making some homemade Christmas gifts or just decor for your own house. This is actually something that I made 2 years ago. So I'm not able to really show you like a DIY how to do it, but I'm just going to show you what I made. They're really pretty simple. So this is going to be a quick video. So I thought I would first share a little story with you about what I've been dealing with the last few days, because I did something really stupid and you need to learn from my mistake. So a couple days ago, we had gone to Walmart and bought a rotisserie chicken, and actually I gotten two of them, and they were like at the end of the day when they mark them down, and I paid $2 a piece for them. I was really excited. And so when we got home the next day, I cut all the meat off of them, and then I decided to take the bones and go ahead and boil them down to go ahead and make some like homemade chicken broth. I love having that because with all of my stomach troubles that I deal with, I tend to eat a lot of soup. So homemade chicken broth is always a good thing to have. So I put that on the stove and I had it simmering all day. Smelled so wonderful. And when my husband got home in the evening, we had supper, and then we were kind of getting ready to like settle down for the evening, and I remembered that I still had that chicken going and I needed to put it in some containers and get it. I was going to go ahead and freeze it. So I went in the kitchen and I turned off the stove because it was, like I said, it was still going at that point. So I turned off the stove and then I started looking for some containers. And I was getting a little frustrated because I couldn't find any containers. I didn't really have anything that was going to work really well. And then I finally found kind of a large square container. So it was probably like about that size. And I figured that I could go ahead and just put all the chicken broth in there and freeze it as one big, solid piece. I had wanted to kind of divide it into smaller containers, but it wasn't working out. So because I was kind of getting frustrated with myself that I couldn't find containers, that I didn't have any that I could use, I sort of put it out of my mind that I had just turned the stove off and that it was still extremely hot. So I went over to the stove and I took that plastic container and I set it on the stovetop. Now, not on the burner, obviously. It's an electric stove that has, the old kind of burners, not like a flat surface or anything. But I set it on the stove next to the burner. So, of course, that surface gets pretty warm too from the burner being on. So I set the container on the stove and I started scooping the hot, very hot chicken broth into that plastic container. And so I was almost done, and I had a ladle and I scooped a ladle full and I was going to put it in the container. And like, as I was pouring it in the container, I felt this searing pain on my abdomen. And what we discovered later is that because I set that plastic container on the hot stove, the edge where it was a square container, the little edge there melted and broke, and that hot chicken broth came squirting out right at my stomach. And I just had a very thin shirt covering my stomach at that particular spot. And so I was very worried at first because it hurt so bad, so bad. And I managed to pull the fabric away real quick, and I just grabbed a clean towel, and put it on there. And I called for my husband real quick because I was even scared to look at it. And when we first looked at it, it was just a red spot, but it was big. It was probably that big red spot right on my stomach. And we didn't have anything in the house. So my sweet husband, it was like 9 o'clock at night, ran out to the store to try to find something. Like our first thought was like aloe vera gel or something like that. He actually came back with all kinds of things. He got me bandages and aloe vera gel, and he found this spray that was burn relief spray. And let me tell you, that stuff was amazing. I mean, I was in tears. It hurt so bad. And then I sprayed that spray on, and it stopped hurting. Amazing stuff. So, at that point, we kind of thought, okay, it really wasn't too bad. Well, by the next day, a very large blister had formed. Um, it started out probably like maybe that big, and as the day went on, it kept getting bigger and bigger. It ended up about that big. Huge blister. And then, so this is the day after I burned myself. Then I was in the bathroom. I still don't know how I did it exactly, but I was coming out of the bathroom, and when I pulled the door open, I hit myself in the stomach with the doorknob and ruptured that blister. And that was some unreal pain. And that burn relief spray that he got me, they said you could not use it if the skin was broken. So I couldn't use it after that, and it just hurt. So I've been dealing with that for like 3 days now. It is right just above like the waistband. So it's like right there. It hurts every time I move. It like right now when I'm sitting still, it's not bad, but every time I like get up or I move around or sit down, then it hurts. So learn from my mistake. Do not put hot chicken broth in a plastic container. Do not put a plastic container on your stove. There's Amy's tip for the day. So now to get into this, actually the same night that we went to Walmart and got those stupid chickens, we had stopped at Dollar Tree also, and I saw an item there that reminded me of these projects that I had made 2 years ago. I made some for myself, of course. I made some as Christmas gifts for other people, and I actually still have a complete set of what I made that I really don't know what I'm going to do with. I actually had tried to sell them and didn't really have any interest. But a couple people had suggested to me maybe that I should start an Etsy shop for some of my like crafting projects, and I'm kind of thinking about that. So these may end up in an Etsy shop at some point. So here's one of them. They're so cute. I love these. So what, and most of the materials for these did come from Dollar Tree. Except for these white boards. These are 8x10 canvas panels, which I actually had bought at Hobby Lobby. At Hobby Lobby, they come in a pack of, I believe it was 5, and I couldn't remember the exact price. I'm thinking they were like $7 or $8 for a pack of 5, but then of course I used a 40% off coupon. So getting them at Hobby Lobby, you could probably get them for less than $1 a piece, but they were actually carrying these at my Dollar Tree. These same kind of canvas panels. I don't know if that's what they called them, but I saw them. They actually had smaller ones too. They had like a 4x6, I believe. And then they had some small stretched canvases, which of course is like the loose canvas that's just on a wood frame. But when I saw those panels, I thought I need to show you guys these projects that I made, because these make great Christmas gifts. Now, the images that are on these, and I'm going to show you all the different ones, these were actually gift bags from Dollar Tree, like I said, from 2 years ago, and the gift bags came in a set of 2. So each gift bag was 50 cents, and I could make 2 of these signs out of one set of one gift bag. So you could actually get 4 images for $1. Now, the one thing that's a little disappointing is that it seems like last year and then this year, the gift bags that Dollar Tree has had are not quite as cute as these ones. These ones were just really amazing. So what I did is obviously I just cut one side from the gift bag. It is put on here with Mod Podge. So I put a layer of Mod Podge, put the bag, and then I put another layer of Mod Podge over it. That's basically it. Then what I did for the hangers is I actually drilled holes. I just used my husband's drill. I drilled some little tiny holes. And for these ones, I used this like sequin cord that I got from Dollar Tree. And I couldn't remember for sure. This ribbon either came from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. It might have been Dollar General. But I loved the red with the white snowflakes because if you look at the background pattern right there, it's red with white snowflakes. So it just matched so perfectly. So there is the first one that says Holly Jolly. And then the second one says Joy to the World. Same, same exact thing, same ribbons. And then this other set that kind of had the same colors, this one says Noel. Now this one didn't have the snowflakes in the background, but the color of the ribbon still matched really nicely. So Noel, and then this one just says Mary. And then there was another set that I did that has the blue and silver colors. So this one says Let It Snow. Now the ribbon that I did the bow on, this one came from Hobby Lobby years and years ago, but it's just kind of like a sheer white with snowflakes on it. And I have a lot of this ribbon in my living room when I do that for Christmas. And this one for the hanger, I did like a silver, like sort of tinsely garland, but it's on a wire. So this one has like a wire hanger. And then the other one that went with that set is this one that says Peace on Earth. Now this one has a bow, but just as I was getting ready to film this video, the bow fell off. But I thought I would show it to you that way because you can see you could do it without the bow. I just thought the bows were a little nice extra touch. So, like I said, I couldn't show you like actually how I did it because back when I did this was actually before I had my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to show you the idea. I mean, it's a pretty simple process. You could do it with gift bags. You could do it with, you could take Christmas cards, the real pretty pictures on the front of Christmas cards and decoupage those on. There's just so many different things you could do with that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I think it's a fun idea, and I gave them to a few different people as Christmas gifts, and they seem to like them, and I love them. Like I said, I have a set that you will see in my Christmas decor when I get done and do my Christmas tour here in a month or so. So that's what I had to share with you guys today. If you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.